Essential. That's a word I've been hearing a lot of recently, but what does it really mean? Well, if something is essential, it's something that's absolutely necessary. It's something we couldn't live without. Water, bread, toilet paper. These are the things that people are so scared of running out of that they're willing to stock up much more than they need just so that they don't run out. In fact, at my local store right now, they're almost entirely out of bread. My store may be out of finished, baked bread, but they do still have all the ingredients necessary in order to make our own. Thankfully, my mom has experience baking bread from scratch, and she'll be showing us just how that's done.
What do I personally enjoy about baking? Mostly I enjoy eating. I like baking when I can bake with ingredients that I can control. When I use good quality ingredients, then I know what I'm putting in is what I'm getting out. So that's why I like to bake and do some cooking on my own too. Well, I started making my own bread about 9 years ago because 9.5 years ago I was diagnosed with cancer and I was going through some chemotherapy, which really affected my ability to swallow and also my ability to taste things. And I had a friend of mine bake me a fresh loaf of bread, and it was one of the few baked products that I could actually eat and taste and enjoy. And so she taught me how to bake bread. Another reason I think people are doing their own baking has a lot to do with being able to control some of the things that are going around you. It gives you a sense of control around your environment and in your own surroundings. I like to think of it as concentric circles. The innermost circle are the things that I can control. And really, those things are only things related to me and my attitude. And then the next circle is just a little bit bigger, and it is everything that I can influence. And that is quite a bit more. And if we look for more opportunities to influence, we can. But then it's not something that you can either control nor something you can influence, it falls outside of both of those circles, and that is just everything else in the world. So following a set of instructions and coming out with a product in the end gives you a sense of control over that little area. I think people are baking more now during this pandemic for a couple reasons. One of the reasons is that there are definitely a limit to what we can buy in the store. And most of the basic ingredients for baking are readily available, but not all the finished products are. Being able to bake some of those extra essential things for at home is beneficial to everybody in the household. And then I think there's people who are baking just because it's a comfort food. And when there's stress and anxiety, people tend to go towards their comfort food.
As we're in the middle of the coronavirus pandemic, not having access to something as basic as bread really gives new perspective on what it means for something to be essential. I think that now is a good time to reflect upon what we do have and be grateful for it, and to take this new perspective with us into a post coronavirus world.